Hello, church. Today we are going to talk about the dangers of prolonged sitting. Now, our bodies are designed to be active, most of the time, at least for 16 hours out of the 24 hours of the day. Our bodies are supposed to be active except during the time when we are supposed to be sleeping or resting. But unfortunately, most of us spend our waking time sitting. In fact, research has shown that the average person today spends about 8 to 9 hours of his working time sitting at a place. And this problem has not been helped by the advances in science and technology and the presence of machine, where somebody can just, with the push of a button, he will do a lot of things that many people would have done. Now, what are the dangers of prolonged sitting? For us to understand the dangers of prolonged sitting, we have to consider the fact that for effective blood circulation in our bodies, the leg muscles have to be contracting properly, regularly. So if the muscles in our legs are not contracting effectively, blood circulation around the body will not be efficient. And we know the importance of blood. Blood takes oxygen and nutrients around our bodies. So in a situation where the body is not having effective circulation, there could be things like organ damage, there could be things like brain damage, muscle degeneration, all kinds of illnesses could crop up with time. Now, there are some particular illnesses that are actually associated with prolonged sitting. One of them is obesity. The other one is diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and posture problems, all kinds of illnesses that we complain about today, chronic degenerative disorders. They are mainly associated with sitting at a place. So, living a sedentary life is not a healthy one for you. In fact, research has shown that, prolonged sitting is as dangerous as being a chronic smoker. So, when we talk about the illnesses, I want to maybe zero in on the area of brain fog. Because when we sit at a place and we are not maybe in the office doing things, you are the chief executive of the company and you are sitting at a place, you want to take some very critical decisions and you sit in front of the computer for a long time, you will discover that the quality of your thoughts will begin to reduce. We call it brain fog. Simply because the blood flow to your brain is reducing. So, and you can imagine how that will affect your organization if you don't have the habit of, exercising yourself to reduce prolonged sitting. It is actually a problem that you have to know that it is there and to take, actions to prevent it. Now, how do we prevent prolonged sitting? One of the things you have to do is to always alert yourself, remind yourself of the need to exercise or to get up from your seat. At least every hour you get up from your office chair and move around. Maybe take the time to go around the company and see what others are doing. It may look like a supervisory activity, but you're actually taken a very much needed exercise. So you can equally give yourself reminders to sit less. I've said it before. And then get up regularly to stretch yourself, not just getting up to work. And you can stretch yourself, do a little bit of rope skipping if the condition permits, and then, take a little bit of deep breathing exercise and all that. That will help to refresh your system and your body will function more effectively. Then you have to equally consider the idea of reducing roundtable conferences and doing more of standing committee meetings. Rather than sit around the table discussing all day long, you can decide to shift the table and have the room free for everyone to stand and maybe in a cocktail fashion, you can discuss things and you'll be surprised what you will achieve with such meetings. And then you have to throw away that remote controller because that is the demon that you're holding in your hand. It will prevent you from taking that much needed exercise. Imagine that you have, your life is all about remote controller. Remote controlled key, you have to use the remote to start your engine, unlock your vehicle. You have remotes in the house to put on television, so standing up to go and switch on or switch off your television, things like that. So you have to do away with your remote as much as possible. And then you have to organize your office layout in such a way that you just have to get up to do things from time to time, right? Like instead of having everything around your table, you can have your printer or so many things away from your table so that you'll be forced to get up and handle them from time to time. That will enable you to get that much needed exercise and walk around a little. And then you have to equally think about, not taking the lift. Take the staircase instead. And then if you're driving to a place, you can park your vehicle at a distance and walk the rest of the place, to your destination. And you get that much needed exercise for yourself. You're reducing the sitting time. So, along with all this, I want you to remember that your health is your greatest wealth. So thank you for your time and thrive.